Pietro Badoglio, ingrassato dal fascio littorio, colpo degno compare Vittorio, già rotto abbastanza il marron.
Plasma dit parei, plasma fight parei, plasma dit, plasma fight, plasma dit parei, plasma di lussissi, plasma falu nonno.
Tutto questo salvarti non può. Ti ricordi quando eri fascista e facevi il saluto romano e dal duce stringevi la mano? Sei davvero un gran bel porcaccione. Ti ricordi l'impresa d'Etiopia e il ducato di Addis Abeba? Meritavi di prender la meba ed invece facevi milioni. Ti ricordi la guerra di Francia che l'Italia copriva d'infamia, ma tu intanto prendevi la mancia e col duce facevi spezioni.
I'm Frank Panucci, Secretary of the City. This event, we've helped organise this event together with a range of volunteers in Addison Rd Community Centre, and the performers tonight and everyone will go through thanks throughout the night. But now I'd like to call on Claudio Marcello from FILEF to go through the historical significance of tonight, why we're doing this Antifascist free pasta night. Where's Claudio Marcello? Claudio Marcello is standing over here. Claudio.
Why tonight is pasta asciutta antifascista? Well, and you can imagine that's a whole story in itself. It has to do with 7 brothers and their father, partisan fighters, from a farm near the northern Italian city of Reggio Emilia during the Nazi-fascist occupation. The brothers were shot dead by a firing squad on the 28th of December 1943. It was a murder that has since become a symbol of Italian resistance to authoritarian rule and for the overthrow of fascism.
Que vamos a triunfar, avanzan ya banderas de unidad y tú vendrás marchando junto a mí y así verás tu canto y tu bandera florecer, la luz de un rojo amanecer anuncia la vida que vendrá.
While this event is happening here in Sydney, the event is happening simultaneously in Italy and throughout the world. And it's not by chance that the Istituto Cervi, which is the foundation which continues the work of the anti-fascist work of the Cervi family, has dedicated this year's activity to support for the people of Gaza and the Palestinian resistance. So tonight we'll also, in the tradition of the pasta, it is a free event and there are people here and organisations which have contributed to that being the case, that the pasta is served free and you're able to receive that. But we will be asking for donations, and the donations are going specifically to support the children in Palestine and help them to have some relief from the torture and massacre that is occurring and the famine that is occurring every day in that place. And I would like to now call on Hannah Thomas. Who I can tell needs very little introduction. Hannah and I thank her for taking the time to come tonight, and also given what she's been through recently with the consequences and the health consequences of what happened to her at the hands of New South Wales Police. Hannah.
Thank you so much. I want to firstly acknowledge and pay respects to the true and rightful owners of this land, the Gadigal and Wangal people. Their lands were violently stolen and justice has never been served. As Frank said, that was fascism, and the fact that that right has not been addressed is evidence that in this country, fascism is well and alive today. We need to tell the truth about what happened here and commit ourselves to treaty and justice on the terms of First Nations people. Thank you so much to the organisers for having me here today, and for Dear Addie Road for everything that you do for the Inner West community and holding this event as well. It's so lovely to be here with you today and honour not just a dish, but a defiant act of hope. When the Chervy family served pasta to their community on July 25th, 1943, they weren't just celebrating Mussolini's arrest, they were declaring the death of fascism and the most beautiful funeral of fascism, as they called it. It is only because of complicit Western governments like our own that Israel has been allowed to get away with more than 650 days of ever-escalating depravity, from bombing schools to blowing up hospitals, to assassinating journalists, to mutilating children, to murdering aid workers, to disappearing doctors, to obliterating refugee camps, manufacturing mass famine, turning food lines into firing lines, concentration camps, and final solutions. And as the genocide reaches its final and most deadly stage, it remains the case that those of us who are fighting to stop it are facing the harshest punishments in this country. When peaceful protesters are punched in the face and dragged through courts, while arms dealers and war criminals are protected by police, that is what fascism looks like in this country. When our leaders sanction a Muslim senator, a woman of color, for peacefully protesting genocide, Senator Mehreen Faruqi, while refusing to sanction the perpetrator Israel, that is fascism alive and well today. So the Chervy family taught us and showed us that resistance can start with a meal and grow into a movement. So we honor them not by looking back, but by moving forward together against fascism in every iteration, in every form, and whoever it's coming from. So tonight, as we eat together, please let it be a promise to each other that we won't stand by and let it happen, that we'll organize and defend each other and fight fascism every day. Thank you so much.
Ciao, thank you for coming. Alla mattina appena alzata, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Alla mattina appena alzata, in risaia mi può cantare, e fra insieme e le zanzare. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E fra insiedi e le zanzare, duro lavoro mi tocca fare. Abbiamo alzato la bandiera partigiana della rossa Palestina, il colore di Al-Fatah. E giù la schiavitù, vogliamo la libertà. Siamo lavoratori, e giù la schiavitù, vogliamo la libertà. Siamo lavoratori, e giù la schiavitù, vogliamo la libertà. Siamo lavoratori, e giù la schiavitù, vogliamo la libertà. Siamo lavoratori, vogliamo la libertà. Thank you to Phil F for putting on this awesome night, like giving people, they made the pasta. How fucking great is that? Sick cunts. And through cheers to Addie Road, because like they're the only people that house things like this, and they've been quietly like feeding and clothing people for years now. So like, yeah. They're shaking the donation boxes if anyone has cash and wants to chuck in you bloodsuckers. I'm gonna go off the stage now and leave you with these guys. Sorry, what? Oh, they're selling? You wanna give me the... What? You capitalists! They're selling these for 20 bucks. Look like a sick cunt. 500 of these.
We should never forget that long tradition of anti-fascist forces in Australia. I want to thank Flathead Mark, who provided the muscles. Flathead Mark, where he is around. And I want to thank Rosanna from Addison Rd and all the crew at Addie Road for helping out. I want to thank all the people from PLF who are involved. They know who they are, and we want to thank them. And now we're going to put on some dance music, so get up and dance while we get the documentary together. If you don't dance, we're going to come and make you dance.
Per dimenticare, per non soffrire.